Duggar News: Jim Bob Duggar in horrific car accident. A family in danger in the public eye. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For Duggar family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. For decades, the Duggar family has lived under the glare of reality TV cameras and the scrutiny of the public eye. Their lives have been filled with blessings, struggles, scandals, and triumphs. Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, the patriarch and matriarch of the family, have raised 19 children, navigated controversies, and tried to maintain unity in the face of adversity. But nothing could have prepared them for the terrifying road incident that shook their family to its core. What was meant to be an ordinary day quickly spiraled into chaos, leaving Michelle Duggar in tears and the entire family shaken. This is the story of what unfolded on that fateful day and how the Duggar family faced one of their most frightening challenges. The morning that changed everything. It was an early autumn morning in Arkansas. Jim Bob Duggar had risen before dawn, as he often did, to take care of errands. He was known for his discipline and his sense of responsibility. On this day, he needed to meet a longtime friend for a property discussion. Jim Bob slipped into his Chevrolet SUV, the same vehicle that had carried him and Michelle on countless family road trips. He adjusted the rearview mirror, checked his phone for directions, and said a short prayer before pulling out of the driveway. The roads were slick from overnight rain, and the air was heavy with fog. Traffic was light, but visibility was poor. Jim Bob, cautious by nature, kept both hands firmly on the wheel. Home, Michelle Duggar was preparing breakfast for the younger children still living under their roof. She thought about her husband and whispered, "Lord, keep him safe." She had no idea how desperately that prayer would be needed. The incident. Just outside Fayetteville, Jim Bob's SUV approached a sharp curve on a two-lane highway. Normally, it was a manageable road, but the mix of fog and wet pavement created dangerous conditions. Jim Bob carefully steered through the curve. A pickup truck coming from the opposite direction suddenly lost control. The truck fishtailed, veering directly into Jim Bob's lane. Everything happened in seconds. Jim Bob slammed on his brakes and tried to swerve, but the slick road gave him little traction. The pickup clipped the front of his SUV, spinning both vehicles across the lanes. The sound of metal crunching against metal echoed through the fog. Glass shattered. Tires screeched. Then, silence. Jim Bob's vehicle slid off the road and came to rest in a shallow ditch. Smoke hissed from the hood. He was alive, but the world around him spun in chaos. His chest ached from the seatbelt's grip, and his hands trembled as he reached for his phone. The phone called. Home. Michelle's phone rang. It was Jim Bob. Her heart sank instantly. He never called while driving unless something was wrong. She answered with a shaky voice, "Jim Bob, are you okay?" All she could hear at first was heavy breathing. Then his voice came through, low and strained. "Michelle, I've been in an accident." Michelle dropped the dish she was holding. Tears welled up in her eyes. "Oh my goodness. Are you hurt?" "I'm shaken. The car's a mess. Another driver hit me. I don't know what's going on. Please pray." Michelle's voice cracked. "I'm on my way." She quickly gathered a few older children, asking them to watch the little ones, and rushed out the door. Her heart pounded with fear, her mind replaying every possibility. What if this was the last time she would hear his voice? News spreads within the family. News of the accident traveled quickly through the Duggar family group chat. Jessa Duggar Seawald was the first to respond, sending a flurry of messages asking for updates. Dad okay?" she wrote. "Where is he?" added Jana Duggar. "Oh no, Lord please protect him," texted Jill Duggar Dillard, who despite past family tensions, felt a wave of concern. Even the sons, often less vocal in family chats, responded instantly. "We'll head that way," said John David Duggar, the trained pilot and first responder. For once, every disagreement and past wound melted away. They were simply a family, united by fear, prayer, and hope. The scene. When Michelle arrived, flashing lights lit up the foggy roadside. Police cars and an ambulance were already there. She rushed past the yellow tape, her voice desperate. "My husband, Jim Bob Duggar, where is he?" An officer guided her to the ambulance, where Jim Bob was sitting on a stretcher, shaken but conscious. His forehead had a small cut and his arm was bruised, but he was alive. The sight of him brought Michelle to tears. She clasped his hand, sobbing uncontrollably. "I thought I lost you," she whispered. Jim Bob, still in shock, managed a faint smile. "The Lord isn't done with me yet." Media frenzy. Within hours, the news broke online. Jim Bob Duggar involved in terrifying road accident. Headlines spread across social media, and speculation grew. Some fans sent prayers and well wishes. Others, critical of the Duggar family's past, responded with mixed emotions. But for the Duggars themselves, none of that mattered. What mattered was that Jim Bob was still alive. Michelle, however, couldn't escape the cameras. When she left the hospital that evening, reporters caught her wiping tears from her face. The photos of her crying soon went viral, igniting even more public attention, recovery, and reflection. Doctors confirmed that Jim Bob's injuries were not life-threatening, mostly bruises, whiplash, and shock. But emotionally, the incident left a deep mark. Back home, Michelle refused to leave his side. She stayed up through the night, making sure he was comfortable. Their children visited in shifts, each one grateful to still have their father. In a rare moment of vulnerability, Jim Bob admitted, "When that truck came toward me, I thought this might be it." Michelle broke down again, holding his hand tightly.
"Don't you say that."
God gave us more time together. Family unity. The accident brought the Duggar family closer than they had been in years. Old grudges softened. Jill called Michelle directly, something she hadn't done in months. Jinger sent flowers from Los Angeles. Even Josh, from afar, reached out with a letter expressing concern. For once, the Duggars weren't focused on television contracts, interviews, or public image. They were simply a family, shaken but grateful, gathering around their patriarch. They held a prayer night at the family home, inviting close friends and church members. Michelle led the prayer with tears streaming down her face. "Thank you, Lord, for sparing Jim Bob's life. Thank you for reminding us of what truly matters, life after the scare." In the weeks that followed, Jim Bob recovered slowly. He took fewer car trips, relying on his sons for transportation. Michelle, though still emotional at times, found peace and gratitude. The family released a short statement online. "We are grateful for God's protection over Jim Bob in a serious car accident. Though shaken, he is recovering at home with family by his side. We appreciate your prayers." Behind closed doors, however, the incident remained a sobering reminder of life's fragility. The children checked in more often, and Michelle found herself cherishing even the smallest moments: family dinners, laughter, shared prayers, a second chance. Jim Bob often said he believed God gives second chances for a reason. Sitting on the porch weeks after the accident, with Michelle beside him, Duggar News. Jana Duggar getting big sponsors after social media return. Jana Duggar and her family have been away from the limelight. Everyone in the reality TV fanbase must be aware of Josh Duggar's case and how it cost the Duggars their show on TLC. Since then, everyone in the family has avoided being in the limelight. Duggar News followers still get a glimpse of some siblings who are trying to move on from the fiasco. One of them is Jana Duggar. She has marked her return to the vlogging world after being away from it for almost 3 years. Now that she is back, fans realize she is trying to take on the YouTube vlog world by becoming an influencer. Owing to this, fans have realized she may have already procured a sponsorship. Which brand is it? Duggar News. Jana is working with Amazon, getting sponsorship after just 3 videos. Among all the Duggar siblings that fans saw on 19 Kids and Counting and later Counting On, Jana was the oldest. Despite the Duggars having a rule to start courting from 16 years old, she didn't marry young. In fact, she is one among the adult kids who is above 30 and still single. Yet, she is thriving in her life. Her YouTube updates suggest so. Jana is back in the vlogging world and has been posting videos about her new home and the projects she took on. Duggar News followers are very impressed by seeing this side of her. In her videos, Jana goes into detail about how she set up new projects in her new home. At the same time, she urges people to check the description box for more details. That's when a Duggar News follower realized that all of Jana's links in the description direct fans to Amazon's website. So they have been wondering if the international company has her working with them and officially sponsoring her. Someone stated how Jessa Duggar is also in the same commission program. So, she must be the one teaching her sister, Jana. Duggar News. Jana's secretly engaged to a divorcee? Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar don't approve. Apart from Jana thriving career-wise, things are blooming in her love life, too. Duggar News viewers noticed that there was a big engagement ring on her finger in one of her family photos with her sibling, John David. Since then, everyone has been curious to know who her fiancé is. Earlier, there were rumors about her dating Stephen Wisman, but she never confirmed this. A source on Reddit opened up about this matter. They revealed how Jana's new husband-to-be has previously been married. So, he is a divorcee with kids of his own. Apparently, this news didn't land well with her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle, as it goes against their fundamentalist Christian ideology. Now fans and viewers know Jana is not living with them. Could this be why they are on good terms? Jana had admitted she left her parents' Arkansas compound a few years ago. Her clothes also went against the family norms in the new video she had put up. It was supposed to be the perfect love story. Jana Duggar, the eldest daughter of the famously conservative Duggar family, waited longer than any of her siblings to find love. While her sisters married in their early 20s, Jana stayed single, often becoming a second mother to her younger siblings, quietly supporting her family while enduring rumors about her singleness. But when Stephen Wisman entered her life, it seemed like the wait had finally been worth it. Stephen was charming, well-mannered, and from a respected Christian family in Nebraska. He had the looks of a classic Southern gentleman and the charisma that quickly won over many in the Duggar circle. Their courtship had been quiet at first, not officially confirmed by the Duggar parents until almost a year after they began seeing each other. But once it was public, fans rejoiced. Jana was finally going to have her moment. Their wedding, held in a rustic Arkansas chapel, was covered by tabloids and YouTube channels alike. There were tears, prayers, hymns, and heartfelt speeches from siblings. Even Jim Bob looked genuinely emotional as he walked his eldest daughter down the aisle. For once, Jana seemed truly happy, genuinely in love. But behind the smiles and staged photos, a storm was brewing. Cracks in the marriage. Almost immediately after the honeymoon, those close to the family began noticing signs that things weren't right. Jana, always known for her grace and composure, appeared increasingly withdrawn. While the Duggar daughters typically shared cheerful updates about their lives on social media, Jana went nearly silent. Fans speculated she was simply enjoying married life in private, but sources say the truth was far darker. Stephen, once seen as gentle and God-fearing, reportedly had a controlling side. According to one anonymous family friend, Stephen started isolating Jana. She couldn't visit her family unless he approved it. Even phone calls were monitored. He began enforcing strict rules, even beyond the Duggar standards. No makeup. No music that wasn't instrumental. No jeans, even around the house. He pressured her to avoid social media completely and allegedly discouraged her from pursuing any of her interests outside of home duties. Behind closed doors, Jana was becoming a shell of herself. Whispers turned into warnings. It wasn't just Jana's family who noticed. Friends of the Wismans reportedly expressed concern, particularly when Stephen moved the couple to a remote area in Missouri under the guise of wanting a simpler life. Jana was suddenly cut off from nearly everyone. Some Duggar siblings, particularly Jinger and Jill, who have both stepped away from the family's ultra-conservative beliefs, grew suspicious. Jinger, now living in California, reached out frequently. Jana would respond with a single sentence she later confided in a private interview. It didn't feel like her. Something was wrong. At first, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar refused to believe anything negative about Stephen. They had chosen him carefully, after all. But when even their younger children began asking why Jana didn't smile anymore, the facade started to crack. Eventually, an anonymous tip was sent to a family friend. It was a voice message from Jana, tearful and broken, saying, "I don't know how much longer I can do this." He scares me. But no one would believe me if I left. That one message would change everything. The arrest that shook the Duggar world. In early July 2025, Stephen Wissmann was arrested in Missouri under serious charges: domestic coercion and emotional abuse, financial control, and unlawful restraint. According to court records, Stephen had allegedly restricted Jana's access to money, locked her inside their home for extended periods, and threatened to take away her phone unless she followed his rules. He reportedly installed tracking software on her phone and computer. The charges shocked both the Duggar and Wissmann families. While the Wissmanns have not made a public statement, insiders claim even they were unaware of Stephen's true nature. Jana, after being rescued from the home by law enforcement, and one of her brothers, rumored to be John David, is now staying at a secure location away from public attention. Divorce after silence. Though the Duggar family had historically stood against divorce, this case was different. Only 2 weeks after Stephen's arrest, Jana filed for divorce. Quietly but firmly. The court documents, though sealed from the public, confirm irreconcilable emotional and spiritual abuse as the grounds. It marked a historic moment. The first Duggar daughter to officially divorce. Jim Bob reportedly struggled with the news. Jinger Duggar welcomes her 7th daughter, a new chapter in the Duggar family's journey. The Duggar family has been a prominent figure in the world of reality television for years, with their large and ever-growing family captivating audiences on shows like 19 Kids and Counting On. Among the many members of this tight-knit family, Jinger Duggar has stood out with her unique journey and evolving views on faith, family, and independence. Today marks a monumental day in Jinger's life as she and her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, have just welcomed their 7th daughter into the world. This newest addition has brought immense joy to the family, and Jeremy can hardly contain his excitement. Let's dive into the details of this heartwarming event and explore how the Vuolos are embracing this exciting new chapter in their lives. Jinger Duggar's journey to motherhood. Jinger Duggar's path to motherhood has been one of growth, reflection, and evolution. Known for her thoughtful demeanor and strong commitment to her faith, Jinger married Jeremy Vuolo in 2016, and the couple quickly became a fan favorite due to their genuine connection and shared values. Over the years, Jinger and Jeremy have built a beautiful family, with each new child adding to the love and bond they share. Their first daughter, Felicity, was born in 2018, and the couple's fans were delighted to witness their parenting journey on social media and the family's reality TV shows. Since then, they have welcomed 6 more daughters into their growing family, and each of these births has been a testament to their love and dedication to raising their children in a nurturing and faith-centered environment. As Jinger continues to navigate the challenges and joys of motherhood, she has also worked hard to carve out her own voice and identity, stepping away from the more traditional, conservative roles her family is known for. Her journey reflects a blend of respecting her upbringing while embracing her independence and modern values. This balance has endeared her to many fans who admire her for her authenticity and openness. The excitement of baby number 7. Today's news of Jinger and Jeremy welcoming their 7th daughter is nothing short of exciting. Jeremy, known for his warm-hearted and affectionate personality, has expressed his deep joy and amazement over the birth of their newest little one. As a former soccer player, Jeremy has often shared how much he cherishes family life, and becoming a father to 7 girls has been a source of immense pride for him. "I'm beyond thrilled. This little one is a blessing in every sense of the word," Jeremy said in a social media post shortly after the birth. His words reflect the deep love he has for his growing family, and his pride in being the father to so many beautiful daughters shines through in every post and message he shares with his followers. His excitement is contagious, and fans have flooded the couple's social media pages with messages of congratulations and well wishes. Jinger's role as a mother. Jinger has always been known for her calm and gentle approach to motherhood. As a mother of 7, she has had to find ways to balance her personal interests, faith, and family commitments. This new addition to their family is no exception, and Jinger has made it clear that she feels a deep sense of gratitude for the opportunity to raise another daughter. Despite the challenges of raising a large family, Jing'er has managed to maintain a sense of calm and grace. Her parenting style is a combination of faith, love, and patience, and she has often shared insights into how she balances the responsibilities of motherhood with her personal ambitions. Whether it's her love for photography, her desire to help others through her platform, or her ongoing efforts to be a role model to her daughters, Jing'er's approach to motherhood is one rooted in authenticity. In a recent Instagram post, Jing'er shared a photo of herself holding her newborn daughter with the caption, "So blessed to welcome our 7th little one into the world. I can't wait to watch her grow and learn alongside her sisters. Each child is such a gift, and we are so grateful for every one of them." The Duggar family's growing legacy. The birth of Jing'er and Jeremy's 7th daughter adds to the legacy of the Duggar family, known for their large families and their commitment to conservative Christian values. Jing'er, along with her siblings, has often shared her journey with the world, from growing up in a family of 19 to now raising her own growing family. The Duggars have long been a symbol of family values, hard work, and a close-knit community. While the family has faced their share of controversies over the years, including public scrutiny surrounding their parenting choices and personal lives, the Vualos have managed to carve out their own path within the Duggar clan. They have become more open about their views and lifestyle, and this openness has allowed fans to connect with them on a deeper level. Jing'er's role within the Duggar family has always been one of inspiration. As the 4th child in a family of 19, she has grown up in the spotlight and has had to navigate the complexities of family dynamics and public attention. Through it all, she has remained steadfast in her faith and commitment to her loved ones. Now, as she continues to raise her own daughters, she is passing on the values that were instilled in her while also giving her children the freedom to explore their own. Jeremy Vualo's fatherhood journey. Jeremy Vualo, an important figure in Jing'er's life and a supportive father, has embraced fatherhood with enthusiasm and love. Jeremy, a former professional soccer player, transitioned into full-time family life when he married Jing'er. Their shared faith and commitment to each other have allowed them to build a strong and stable home for their children. Jeremy has consistently demonstrated his deep admiration and love for Jing'er, often publicly praising her as an amazing wife and mother. His excitement about their 7th daughter is a testament to his unwavering devotion to his family. Jeremy has also been open about his journey as a father, often sharing the joys and challenges of raising a large family. In an Instagram story, he mentioned, "I'm so grateful to see our family grow, and this little girl is such a beautiful blessing. The love that we share is multiplied with every new addition to our family, and I'm just so happy to watch our girls grow up." Jeremy's role as a father is one of strength, tenderness, and protection. He has made it clear that he is dedicated to ensuring his daughters grow up in an environment where love, faith, and respect are the core values. What's next for the Vualos as Jing'er and Jeremy welcome their 7th daughter? Their lives are sure to be filled with even more love, laughter, and challenges. With a growing family, the Vualos will continue to navigate the complexities of balancing parenthood, their public lives, and their